You might think you're tired because you didn't sleep enough, but what if the real reason is inside your mind? There's one mental habit on this list that drains as much energy as running a marathon, without you moving a muscle. And chances are, you're doing it every single day. Today, we're breaking down 8 hidden mental habits that quietly drain your energy. These aren't just bad moods, they're psychological patterns that exhaust your brain even when your body is at rest. By the end, you'll know exactly what they are and simple ways to break free. Number 1, rumination, the endless replay. Rumination is when your mind keeps replaying the same event, like a broken record. Maybe it's that awkward comment you made or an argument from last week. Psychologists say rumination traps the brain in a stress loop, raising cortisol and exhausting your mental focus. One study from the University of Michigan found that people who ruminated about negative events showed higher blood pressure and slower recovery from stress, even hours later. Next time you catch yourself stuck in a thought loop, write down the worry, then shift to a task that demands your full attention. Your brain can't fully ruminate while problem solving. But sometimes it's not the past that drains you, it's the future you imagine. And it's often much darker than reality. Number 2, catastrophizing, imagining the worst. This is the habit of jumping straight to worst-case scenarios, turning a missed text into, "they hate me," or a small headache into a life-threatening illness. Your brain reacts as if the danger is real, triggering fight or flight mode and draining your energy reserves. Researchers found that people prone to catastrophizing report higher fatigue levels, even when their health is perfectly fine. Try reframing. Instead of asking, "what's the worst that can happen?" ask, "what's the most likely outcome?" It rewires your brain toward balance, not panic. And even when you're not imagining disasters, the sheer number of choices you make each day can leave you just as exhausted. Number 3, decision fatigue, too many choices. Every choice you make, from what to eat for breakfast to what email to answer first, spends a little bit of your mental energy. Over time, those small decisions pile up, leaving you mentally drained. President Obama famously wore only 2 suit colors to conserve mental bandwidth for bigger decisions. Science backs him up. A Stanford study showed decision-making depletes glucose in the brain. Automate small choices. Prepare meals in advance, wear go-to outfits, and schedule work blocks. Save energy for the decisions that truly matter. But the next habit doesn't just drain you silently, it actively clutters your schedule and steals your focus without you noticing. Number 4, overcommitment, saying yes too often. Every time you say yes to something, you're committing time and mental energy, even if you dread it. Overcommitment leads to cognitive overload and constant background stress. In one survey, 58% of workers admitted they felt burned out, mainly because they took on more than they could handle. Before agreeing, ask, "does this align with my priorities?" If not, politely decline. Protecting your energy means protecting your focus. Of course, even if you clear your schedule, one hidden mental habit can make any task take twice as long. And it's one many high achievers struggle with. By the way, if you're enjoying these insights and want to understand your mind on a deeper level, make sure to subscribe to My Neura for more psychology tips to help you think clearer and feel better. Now let's move on to the next habit, because this one is a silent energy thief you've probably never considered. Number 5, perfectionism, the endless edit. Perfectionism keeps your brain in constant editing mode, searching for flaws that no one else notices. It's mentally exhausting and often delays finishing tasks entirely. A study in the Journal of Counseling Psychology found perfectionists reported higher mental fatigue and lower satisfaction, even after completing work. Aim for good enough, then move on. Done is better than perfect when your goal is long-term productivity and energy. And sometimes the exhaustion doesn't come from the work itself, but from constantly shaping yourself to fit other people's expectations. Number 6, people-pleasing, the constant performance. When you live to please others, you spend enormous mental energy predicting reactions, adjusting your behavior, and avoiding conflict. Over time, you lose sight of what you actually want. Chronic people pleasers experience higher emotional exhaustion and lower self-esteem, according to multiple studies on social anxiety. Start small. Practice expressing one honest opinion a day without filtering it for approval. Your mental energy will thank you. But even if you set boundaries, there's something most of us carry in our pockets that can drain our mental battery faster than anything else. Number 7. Information overload, the never-ending scroll. Your brain evolved to process a limited amount of information. Yet today, the average person consumes over 34 gigabytes of content daily. That constant stream of headlines, videos, and posts clogs your working memory, leaving you mentally sluggish. Studies show that multitasking between information sources lowers IQ temporarily and increases mental fatigue. Set boundaries. Limit news checks to twice a day and batch social media time instead of grazing all day. And finally, the habit that turns your own mind into an enemy, draining your motivation from the inside out. Number 8. Self-criticism, the inner energy vampire. Self-criticism turns your mind into a hostile environment, flooding your brain with stress hormones. Instead of motivating you, it drains your drive and leaves you mentally heavy. MRI studies show self-critical thoughts activate the brain's pain centers. Your brain treats them almost like physical harm. Replace harsh self-talk with compassionate curiosity. Instead of, "I'm terrible at this," try, "What can I learn here?" It preserves energy for growth instead of self-sabotage. These 8 mental habits, rumination, catastrophizing, decision fatigue, overcommitment, perfectionism, people-pleasing, information overload, and self-criticism, all have one thing in common. They quietly tax your mental energy every single day. Start with just one habit. Notice when it happens, interrupt it, and choose a different path. Small mental shifts compound into huge energy gains. If you found this helpful, check out more of our videos for practical psychology tips to recharge your mind and live with more focus, clarity, and energy.